a welcome in, and let's get into this a quick update on Ana Walshe's husband. The Joker, Brian Walshe, was in court on a Wednesday, January 18th, 2023. His arraignment and his Google searches. And with that, let's get into it.
With assault to beat Ana Walshe with intent to murder.
Ryan Walshe making a second appearance in a Quincy courtroom. This time the charge is murder.
Do you understand those charges, Mr. Walshe? I do.
There were also more Google searches on January 2nd. At 12:45 p.m., PAC saw best tool to dismember. At 1:10 p.m., can you be charged with murder without a body? At 1:14 p.m., can you identify a body with broken teeth?
The prosecutor also pointed to a search 5 days before she went missing.
On December 27th, defendant Googled, what's the best state to divorce for a man? Rather than divorce, it is believed that Ryan Walshe dismembered Ana Walshe and discarded her body.
On January 1st, Brian Walshe allegedly used his son's iPad to Google a string of inquiries beginning at 4:55 a.m. How long before a body starts to smell? 3 minutes later, how to stop a body from decomposing? 22 minutes later, how to embalm a body? What on God's earth, who even thinks about doing this to another human being but your wife, the mother of your kids? 5:47 a.m. 10 ways to dispose of a dead body if you really need to. 6:25 a.m. How long for someone to be missing to inherit? There it is, the money. 6:34 a.m. Can you throw away body parts? 9:29 a.m. What does formaldehyde do? 9:34 a.m. How long does DNA last? Well, you're definitely not a bright person, are you, Brian? 9:59 a.m. Can identification be made on partial remains? Yeah, obviously you have no clue about DNA. 11:34 a.m. Dismemberment and the best ways to dispose of a body. 11:44 a.m. How to clean blood from wooden floor. 11:56 a.m. Luminol to detect a blood. 1:08 p.m. What happens when you put body parts in ammonia? 1:21 p.m. Is it better to throw crime scene clothes away or wash them? I want you to notice the timeline. 5:47, 6:25, 6:34. He Googles. He stops for about 3 hours. Then he Googles from 9:29 to 9:59, and he stops until 11:34. He goes until about 11:56, and then he stops until 1:08. What is he doing between these Google searches? Is this when poor Ana is down in the basement? Let's continue. So he continued to do some more searches the following day, which were: what happens to hair on a dead body? What is the rate of decomposition of a body found in a plastic bag compared to on a surface in the woods? And can baking soda make a body smell good? This is absolutely, completely sickening. So where did Brian Walshe go the days after Ana was last seen by a family member? We know that he went to the Home Depot and spent $450 on boot covers, buckets, garments, baking soda, mops, brushes, tape, tarps, cleaning products, and a hatchet. The cell phone was tracked to an apartment complex in Abington on January 3rd. In 2023, he was picked up on surveillance video. Well, actually, a man that matched O'Brien's appearance walks to the dumpster carrying a garbage bag, and the bag appears to be heavy, as O'Brien had to heft it into the dumpster. He then traveled to other locations in Abington and Brockton and discarded items in the dumpsters. On the 4th, he went to Home Goods in TJ Maxx in Norwell and purchased towels, bath mats, men's clothing, and at Lowe's he bought squeegees and a trash can. When the cops showed up at the house for a well-being check after Ana did not show up at work, they saw Brian, a Volvo, had its seats down and a plastic liner in the back of the car. They also saw a dirt on the vehicle's floor mats and said the carpet appeared to be freshly vacuumed. The police asked Brian about the liner, and he said he threw it in the trash. They also stated that there was blood found in his car. Then we know that he went to Swampscott to his mother's January 5th, 2023 at around 9:30 a.m. and put something in those dumpsters. And we know that they came and took that trash can out of the mother's complex. January 8th, 2023 is when the house was searched in Cohasset, and they found blood and 2 knives, one of which was bloody and damaged in the basement. So obviously he did something horrible to the mother of his children down in that basement. Just unbelievable. Yeah, I am not even sure. This is definitely a very disgusting, sickening, almost hard to read. I honestly think this might be one of the most disturbing cases that I have ever followed. The sad part is, to this whole entire investigation, investigators believe that Ana Walshe was thrown into trash bags by her husband, Brian Walshe, and was later discarded in the greater Boston communities. Law enforcement tried to track down trash bags that Brian Walshe allegedly tossed into the Abington dumpsters. They were already taken to a location for shredding and were incinerated. By the time these items were located, they were already destroyed. Police were able to obtain and search the bags stowed in the Swampscott dumpster when they turned up at a Peabody trash facility. 10 trash bags were recovered in total. Many of them contained a blood-stained item. Some of those items that were found were towels, rags, slippers, a tape, a Tyvek suit, gloves, cleaning agents, carpets, rugs, hunter boots, a COVID-19 vaccine card with Ana Walshe's name, a hacksaw, and let's not forget the hacksaw, Brian, a hatchet, some cutting shears. The hunter boots were described as what Ana was last seen in, and a portion of the rug was heavily stained with red-brown stain. The substance was consistent with also having a baking soda on it. There was a portion of a necklace consistent with one that Ana had been wearing in photos. I mean, just absolutely disturbing. After sending these items to the forensic lab, analysis found DNA from both Brian and Ana on slippers and on a Tyvek suit. Investigators also found Ana Walshe's DNA on tissues taken from the bag. And we have to wait until Brian Walshe is back in court in the Quincy District Courthouse on February 9th, 2023 for a status hearing. Are they going to be able to find Ana? Absolutely horrendous. My personal thoughts real quick before I wrap this video up is Brian Walshe, to me, does not look like the type of man that is going to be able to serve any time in prison. I think the evidence stacked against him is so large that he is going to unlive himself, in my opinion. So, I do not know what is wrong with his face on the right side, but it does look a bit swollen to me. And I guess we will stay on top of this story, and anything that develops, I will touch on it. But again, my thoughts and prayers go out to Ana Walshe's family and her friends. I just can't even imagine what that woman went through by the hands of her husband and the father of her children. Men, stop killing your wives and get a divorce. Everyone, thank you for coming in. Please make sure you click the like, the subscribe, and the bell for notifications so you do not miss the next time we drop a video or go live. Everyone have a good day or good night wherever you are in the world, and stay vigilant.